What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Before we start, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, hit that bell notification. As you already know by the title, I bought another car. I bought a less than $500 car, and I'm gonna explain why, how, and the whole buying process of how I got it. The car is gonna be in this channel, but it's not gonna be my vehicle. So let's get into it. Let me show you guys the car. You gotta keep in mind, this car cost me exactly $480. $480 running and driving. I drove it home. It was a good, I want to say, 35-minute drive home. It gave me no issues. It does have issues, but it gave me no issues on the way home. And by that, I mean as in like overheating, losing power, or anything like that. None of that gave me issues, except the radio kept going on and off. It kept shutting on and off. But that was a little issue. I wasn't even worried about that because that radio might not even be there for too long. But um, yeah, it has dents, it has scratches, it has dings and fade spots. Like, I don't know if you can see here. This is like this whole entire like front section is fading. That side has some clear coat issues going on over there. But for the most part, the car starts, the car runs, and it got me home. The reason why I got the car for so cheap, and why I even got this car, this specific car, automatic, is because this car is going to be my wife's first car. She doesn't know how to drive. She's getting her license and she doesn't have a car. So we're going to knock all those three out. We already knocked one out, which is the car. We have her car already. And why I got this car, like why I got a beat up car, an older car, is because she doesn't know how to drive yet. So I didn't want to let her jump into like a newer model Honda Civic or a newer model Acura TSX or something like that, because that is what we were looking for. But her and I both agreed that she's learning how to drive. She's gonna hit a couple curbs, and God forbid she gets into a car accident. She doesn't want to ruin a new car. She'd rather ruin, hopefully not, God forbid, uh, ruin a older car. So we were looking around Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp and stuff like that, and luckily I found this one on OfferUp. Let me give you guys some feedback on the car itself. It has, that's my little bell. It has two Honda beeps a lot. It has 203,779,000 miles on it. Let me just show you guys because that was a big number. It has that many miles. It's the automatic. The check engine light is on, but it has a lot of miles. It has a lot of miles, but we weren't really worried about the miles because if the motor does go, these cars are everywhere, everywhere at the junkyard. So we weren't really worried about, oh no, if the motor's gonna go, it's gonna be too expensive to get a motor. Literally, you can pick up a motor at the junkyard. You do all your tests to make sure it moves and it's not frozen or stuck or whatever. And you only pay about maybe 250, maybe. Um, and we were like, okay, let's. It's an older car. It's got miles. It did have some work done to it. I spoke to the owner, the previous owner. Um, they had the water pump replaced, and actually the motor was replaced on this car. That's not even the miles for this car because um, so originally this is a 2005 Honda Civic LX. I did my research. The LX models are non VTEC. This motor has VTEC, so which tells me they switched out the motor. But the guy also told me, yeah, the motor was replaced. This is not the original motor. He was true. He was honest, and that's kind of what I look for when I'm buying a car or buying anything. Honestly, I'm looking for them to be honest with me because I don't want to go home and find out like, oh my god, this is not even the original motor. Um, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. But the guy was 100% honest with me. I asked him the right questions. He gave me the right answers. I already knew the answers because I know about cars. So I'm looking at something. I'm like, okay, that kind of gives me a hint. Like this isn't the original part, or that's missing, or this and that. So I asked him. I was like, "Is the motor has ever been replaced?" He said, "Yes, it has." Okay, boom. I asked my question. I was looking to see if he was gonna lie to me. Honestly, I was doing my own little test. To see if he was gonna lie to me, he didn't, which was awesome. He let me drive it. I told him, "Look, it needs this, it needs that." Um, before I even said a price, he said, "Okay, I can do 500." And I asked my always question, why I always ask, I'm like, "Why are you selling it?" I feel like that's a question you should always ask um a seller, like, why are you selling it? Yeah, if they're gonna lie to you, honestly, they're gonna just lie to you. They could tell you, well, I just bought a new car, I want to get rid of it. Or honestly, they can just tell you, I bought a new car, I want to get rid of it. But the real reason is because this car, they know it's about to die. So they just want to get rid of it. That's why they bought the new car. But on reality, any car that you're looking at this price range is always going to need some work, regardless. Anywhere in the car is going to need some work. The reason why he wanted to get rid of it was because he bought a new car, he doesn't drive this car, and he wants it out of his driveway. That is where he messed up at. Because then that's where the buyer, me, and you, if you're looking to buy a car, if they say, I just want to get rid of it, you can offer them anything, and most likely, probably 80% of the time, they'll just take your offer. Because if they say, I just want to get rid of it, they just want it out. Take it, whatever. So that's where he messed up because that's when we offered 480. Yes, it was only 20 bucks less, but if you can keep going lower and lower and lower, why not? You can get a car for even lower than what you guys agreed on. So that's when we were like, are you willing to take 480? He said right then and there at the spot where we met up, he said, are you guys going to take it today? I was like, yes, of course. You got the car for 480. Again, remember, running and driving, $480 car. I can't wait to start working on this car, to start modifying it the way she wants to. I know she's gonna want to probably lower it, but I want her to get more comfortable with driving before I even lower it. Yeah, guys, that was the car. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are actually looking for a car and don't have a big budget, take my tips. Remember, ask why are you getting rid of the car. Do your homework on the car that you're getting, and just if you're not mechanically inclined, take somebody that is. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. And if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, I am out.